Tim Hanna is from Armagh City. He is particularly pleased to be asked to read a flash fiction as it's number 943 on his list of 1,000 things to do. I should have read these before I read them. It says, before you can, is to read an original piece of prose to a group of random strangers in a tent. Well, this is it. And he's reading The Birds.
Thanks very much. It's called The Birds. It can be a real bugger trying to grow grass from seed. I'm not a gardener. Well, not really. All I can do is cut the grass, maybe do a bit of hedge trimming or at a push rake up a few leaves as winter approaches. But wait, back to the grass seed. It's not just the need for sun and rain to help things along, but more annoyingly, it's the birds. They just love to peck my grass seed from sunrise to sunset, oblivious of all my efforts to create a lovely green lawn in my back garden. I chase them away, but they really don't give a toss because as soon as my back's turned, they're back with a vengeance. Which is why I decided to search on Google how to get rid of birds eating your grass seed. Pretty benign, don't you think? Not as benign as the search results. Bird Buster fully automatic HK-33 pump action rifle. Guaranteed to remove unwelcome birds in your garden. Forever. Bird bath? Nah, you need bird blood bath. Yeah, your very own instant bird remover. Coax the little darlings into your very own bird bath. Flick the switch and sit back. Battery provided and comes with handy spare blade. Choice of colours, red or dark red. Home earthquake. Yes, your very own garden earthquake machine. Guaranteed to scare the shit out of those sneaky seed-stealing sparrows. Now with adjustable Richter scale dial to enhance that earthquake moment. Not quite what I had in mind until on page 22 I found something more to my liking and in tune with my pacifist credentials. Bird scare kites. All species available, guaranteed to put the fear of God, in a nice way, into all known garden birds. Comes with string and full instructions. Next day delivery. Wow, just what I wanted. Now, I'm not good at making a decision, so faced with a choice of 10,500 life-size bird species to choose from, you can imagine my dilemma. I scrolled up and down page after page after page of birds. There was just too much choice. And all the while flocks of sparrows and starlings continued to blanket my back garden. I had to act. Immediately. Click. I did it. I was sweating, my heart was racing. I'd never been so impulsive in my life. But desperate times required desperate measures. The tide was about to turn. I could barely sleep that night, such was my excitement and anticipation of the turning of the tide. The parcel, when it arrived, was enormous. Now, I mean really enormous. Gigantic. In fact, so enormous it said, "Little bird stealing grass seed from my garden, you don't know what's going to hit you," sort of enormous. The cardboard and paper fell to the ground to reveal in all its jawed glory, dropping glory. Yeah, you've guessed it. A condor. It was magnificent. A wingspan of 3.2 metres, a necklace of white feathers and distinctive red head and neck. It was like taking delivery of a phantom bomber. No stinking little thieving birds were going to mess with my bird seed ever again. I scanned the instructions. String, tie to kite, fix to heavy object, wait for wind. What? Wait for wind? Who said anything about wind? Shit! I raced to the window. Not a breath of wind. Weather forecast, quick. I brought up the Met Office website. Orange weather warning for strong to gale force winds imminent. I punched the air. Yes, got you, you buggers, I mouthed at the thieving birds, which ignored me. Within the hour, my condor was riding the wind, swooping and swirling and slicing and swishing. Not a little bird in sight. I gulped. I was in total disbelief. I'd done it. I had won. I had to save the moment. I raced to my iPhone. I clicked Spotify. I clicked Peruvian panpipes. Fell into an armchair facing the rear garden window and transported myself to the high Andes as I fell into a deep sleep. The sleep of the gods. Go, Condor, go! But when I next opened my eyes, the panpipes had faded, and my condor had gone. The severed string lay limply on the garden path beside the brick it had been tied to. There was a fleeting reference to the sighting of a condor near Newton Hamilton on the news, but later dismissed as fake news. Oh, and the sparrows and the starlings have returned.